Well, hey there. Sorry to interrupt this podcast as we were just getting started, but I have to tell you something super exciting. We opened the Myo Business Accelerator program early. How exciting is that? Perhaps you were one of the people reaching out wondering when our highly anticipated business course would open. So if you're multitasking, you're going to want to pay attention. The Myo Business Accelerator, or as I like to call it, the MBA program, is a step-by-step business and mindset program for trained myofunctional therapists who are ready to build a profitable, sustainable practice even if they don't have any business experience and only have a few hours a week to spare. Inside this program, I will teach you the Profitable Practice Framework, a 6-stage process designed to help you confidently set up your systems, attract the right clients, sell your services like a pro, and create consistent income, all while staying in control of your time, your energy, and your life. Now, this isn't just a marketing course. It's a practical, confidence-building roadmap to help you go from stuck and unsure to paid and booked with as many clients as you want. If you are ready to stop wondering where to start and start building a business that you are actually excited about, then this program is for you. But here's the thing, my friend, enrollment is only open for a short period of time, and we are offering a once-in-a-lifetime founders member pricing that you will never see again once we close the cart. So wherever you're listening to this podcast, be sure to check the show notes for the link. Now let's get back to the podcast. Hey, I'm Carmen, and welcome to Myo Life. That's short for My Outrageous Life, which is exactly the kind of life I get to live since I found the courage to ditch dental hygiene and build a life I'm bonkers about as a myofunctional therapist and entrepreneur. Here you will find all the things myo, business, and how to build a life that you too are bonkers about. I'm very happy you're here. Shall we dive in? Well, hello, friend, and welcome back to the Myo Life podcast. I'm Carmen, the Director of Bravery at the Myofunctional Therapy Training Academy, and I'm super happy you're here today. We have a great topic. If you already listened to episode 22, then you already know that AI isn't just a trend. It is a straight up game changer for myofunctional therapists who are tired of spinning their wheels with content. Also, if you haven't listened, maybe hit pause and go back and listen to that one first because they kind of build on each other. But in that episode, we talked about how to use AI to speak directly to your dream client and how to use prompts and start generating, Instagram captions and emails and reel scripts and that kind of stuff that actually connects. But today, we're going to turn it up a notch. And here's the deal. It's not just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. So if you have ever read anything that ChatGPT gave you and thought like, meh, this sounds like a textbook with a personality disorder, then you're not alone. Today, I am showing you how to teach your Chat GPT to write like you, okay? So this is the episode where you build your content twin. And yes, this is also a sneak peek into the exact method that I will be teaching soon in an upcoming workshop. So you're going to want to stay tuned to the end for that to make sure you get information. So are you ready? Let's do it. All right. The first thing, step 1, upload your voice. So you're going to start by giving your GPT the raw materials that it needs to sound like you. So that means like your About Me page or some Instagram captions that you really felt like they were genuinely you. They were really raw. Maybe some testimonials from clients. What do they say about you? Or your program descriptions or emails or blogs that you have written. So you're going to give it that information. So if you've ever recorded a video or a voice note or something and thought, dang, I really love how that sounds, transcribe it, get it in writing, and then you can feed that in. Now, I have talked about this before, but if you're using GPT Plus, then you can paste this into a custom GPT so that it remembers everything. But if you're on the free version, you're going to just want to include it in a prompt every time. So have a document in your Google Drive that just has your GPT prompts. I do have the Plus version that I pay for, so I have trained mine. So she knows this kind of stuff. Also, you can do some customizing of your GPT in the upper right corner. Now, since I do have the paid version, I'm not 100% sure if it looks the same for free users, but you can look into it. So go up to the upper right corner and you would click on like your profile thing and click on that menu, and then you should see an option that says customize ChatGPT. And then you'll see things like, what should ChatGPT call you? Okay, you can type in your name there. Or what do you do? This is a great place to make sure that your GPT knows what you do, who you help, what you help them with, and all of that, okay? And then it says, what traits should your GPT have? So do you want chatty or witty or straight shooting or encouraging or skeptical or forward thinking, poetic, all of that stuff. And then it has, anything else that ChatGPT should know about you. So I went up and I looked at mine. And this is kind of funny. So I'm going to just read it to you of what she says. So it says, write with the following style, voice, and tone. The writing should be bold, high energy, and conversational, like a straight talking, no fluff mentor who's been there, done that, and is here to help others do the same. It's a mix of real talk, humor, and tough love with a dash of sass and sarcasm when needed. Cracks me up. It says use short, punchy sentences to keep the momentum going, and don't be afraid to call out industry nonsense or bust common myths. The tone is direct yet encouraging with a strong emphasis on empowerment and action. Readers should walk away feeling fired up and ready to take the next step. Sprinkle in rhetorical questions, engaging analogies, and relatable storytelling to make complex ideas feel easy. Above all, keep it real. No corporate jargon, no sugarcoating, just honest, practical advice from someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Always refer to Carmen by first name only, and ensure that all of her programs include the trademark symbol. Always spell myofunctional therapy correctly. Never use Myofunctional therapy. So that cracks me up, because in working to train my GPT, that is what she came up with. And I don't know about you, but I think that it's really spot on. Now, there are some times where I question, like I read through something and I'm like, ooh, this is kind of missing the mark. And I can ask her and say, hey, is this written like Carmen would say it? And she will quite often say, oh, let's redo that because it doesn't sound exactly. And then what comes up is really something that I would say. So super fun. Okay, so step 1 was to upload your voice. Now, step 2 is going to be to define your style. So this is where you're going to give your AI some swagger. You're going to tell it how to write. So here is a style guide that you can steal. So, and again, if you're just creating a document that you could keep in your Google Drive, you just put this in there and then copy and paste. So this example says, write in a bold, high energy, no fluff, straight talking voice, like a coach who's been there, done that, and no sugarcoating. Use short, punchy sentences and add a little sass. Keep it real. Okay, so that's like for my example. You can even say like, don't sound clinical. Don't sound like a professor. Definitely don't sound like a brochure. Okay, so this is going to help your GPT start vibing with you. It's going to get to know your tone, not just your information. Okay, and then Step 3, tell it who you're talking to. So now we're talking like dream clients, okay? Not mine, yours. So this is your who, your easy peasy dream client. So for example, in my own myo practice, I work with women, okay? Typically, that's mostly who I work with. So my chat knows that my ideal easy peasy dream customer, she's 38, she's exhausted and frustrated that she wakes up tired no matter what. She's Googled every sleep hack. She's been brushed off by doctors. She just wants to feel like herself again, energized and radiant and in control and probably not gaining weight. Deep down, she dreams of waking up and feeling amazing and waking up before her alarm and also hearing people say like, well, you look amazing. You know, what's changed? So that's what my ideal customer is, okay? And that's who I want my AI to write for. So if you feed your ideal customer avatar to your GPT, you are going to use your easiest client or a real person that you love working with. So if you haven't had clients yet, then think about somebody that you love working with in dental hygiene, okay? And use those characteristics. If you have had clients, then you're going to be doing your easiest client work, okay? Or just somebody that you love working with. Notice when I was talking about my who, you know, when I said she's 38, exhausted and frustrated, I'm not saying, hey, I work with anybody that has a pulse, okay? I'm not saying women and children and men who snore and, you know, people who have sleep apnea and tongue ties and all this stuff. Yes, those are going to fall in there as outliers, but my messaging is really going to be dialed down to my easy peasy dream customer, okay? Okay, I want to pop in here some common mistakes to avoid. So you don't want to dump in a bunch of pages of random content without context, okay? Also, make sure your chat knows who your audience is, and it's not going to be perfect on the first try. So train it like you would a new assistant. You'll get there. I have a custom GPT called Polly the Podcast Pro. Yes, I built her. And I was arguing with her yesterday because she was just giving me some crap work. And I had to really keep working on it to get her trained. Okay. I know it sounds so weird to say that. So here's a great prompt that you can steal. So you can say like, act as a myofunctional therapist who speaks to exhausted, health-conscious moms. Use a bold, encouraging tone. Write a 100-word caption that explains why mouth breathing could be the missing link to better sleep. Make her feel seen. Make it sound like me. Okay? Boom. Try that. And then tweak it. Okay? If there's things that you don't like how your chat responds, if you never want it to call you, first name, last name, then train it to just call you first name or write in the first person. I even have mine trained down to the point of I want each sentence to be delivered in a new, each full sentence to be delivered on a new line for my emails because I know that's how they look good. Okay, so you're definitely going to not get perfection on the first or 50th try, but you want to keep working with it. All right, so let's recap. You learned how to upload your voice, define your tone, and give your GPT your dream client profile so that it writes content that actually sounds like you. If you're feeling fired up, do this next. So go train your AI using one of your best posts or train it on your ICA or even the style guide from today. Then ask it to write a caption or an email and then tweak it until it feels just right. If you do not have the paid option and you're just using the free option, then you're going to have to input that prompt all the time. So what I do recommend is go into your Google Drive, make a document, and just keep that there because you don't have to necessarily copy and paste it out of your document. You should be able to download that as a PDF and then attach it. So whenever I'm starting something, I will say like attached is my my knowledge base, or attached is an example of blah, blah, blah. And then I continue on. Okay. So now, if this is an area that you're interested in, then you are going to love my GPT workshop that I will be teaching soon. So if you want to be on the list to get information about this, then send me some fan mail, and you can quickly and easily do that by using the link at the top of the episode description wherever you're listening to this. So just you'll look for a link that says, let's connect, text me. Okay. Make sure I get your name and a way to contact you so that I can let you know about that GPT workshop, because it's going to really be a game changer for you. And lastly, my friend, if this episode helped you out, hit subscribe, follow, rate, share, all the things. It is one of the best ways that I can reach and support others who are just trying to figure out this Myo game, and they need some help. So also, if I'm not your jam and you decide suddenly at some point you hate my voice, you can always unsubscribe, okay? So until next time, my friend, go build a life you're bonkers about, and I will be back very soon with some more myofunctional business goodness.